had a world of my own, everything would be nonsense. Nothing would be what it is, because everything would be what it isn't. And contrariwise, what it is, it wouldn't be. And what it wouldn't be, it would. You see?
Welcome to Wonderland. Come in, have no fear.
Welcome to Wonderland, where self-discovery takes a curious and whimsical turn. This is Wonderland Unlocked, a journey into the heart of Wonderland itself, exploring the emotions, struggles, and personal growth that shape who we are. I'm Courtney, a peer support specialist with my own winding path through identity, emotions, and transformation. Inspired by my experiences and the lessons I've learned, I created this series to explore how the characters of Wonderland connect to our real-life challenges. In each episode, we'll shine a light on a different Wonderland character, uncovering what their story teaches us about ourselves. From Alice's search for identity to the Mad Hatter's chaos, the Treasure Cat's wisdom to the Queen of Hearts' fury, we'll explore what their journeys reveal about our own. So take a step down the rabbit hole, embrace the unexpected, and let's unlock Wonderland within.
Alice, sweetheart, it's time for tea. Alice? Alice?
Welcome back to Wonderland Unlocked, where we uncover the deeper meaning behind Wonderland's characters and stories. Today, we are visiting two of the most fascinating and frustrating characters, Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
No. I suppose he must have... Why, what peculiar little figures. Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
If you think we're waxworks, you ought to pay, you know. Contrary to what, if you think we're alive, you ought to speak to us.
The Tweedles are chaotic, stubborn, and endlessly bickering, but beneath their silliness, they represent something many of us struggle with: inner conflict, and the frustrating cycle of getting stuck in the same arguments, same emotions, and the same self-doubt. Have you ever caught yourself in a battle with your own mind, replaying the same worry, going back and forth over a decision until you feel paralyzed? That's the Tweedle trap, and today we're going to unravel how to escape it. So grab your tea or coffee, get comfortable, and let's venture deeper into Wonderland together.
Well, it's been nice meeting you. Goodbye.
You're beginning backwards. Aye, the first thing in a visit is to say, how do you do? We'll shake hands, shake hands, shake hands. How do you do? We'll shake hands, state your name and business. That's manners.
Really?
Let's talk about Tweedledee and Tweedledum. These two are stuck in a cycle of conflict that never actually goes anywhere. They bicker, they debate, but their arguments are meaningless. There's no resolution, no forward movement, just a loop. Now think about your own life. Have you ever had a conversation or even an argument that felt like it was on repeat? Maybe with a friend, a partner, a family member, or maybe just with yourself. You go back and forth about the same topic, but nothing actually changes. Here's a few examples of how the Tweedle trap shows up in everyday life. Internal conflict. I should reach out to them first, but they should reach out to me. Or, I need to set boundaries, but what if they get mad? How about, I want to change my life, but what if I fail? Relationship conflicts. Same argument over and over about responsibilities, communication, trust, without ever actually fixing the problem. Defensiveness that prevents real solutions. Workplace and society conflicts. Feeling unheard or undervalued, but not knowing how to advocate for yourself. Systems that keep problems and endless discussions without action. The Tweedles never break free because they never get to the root of the issues. They just keep circling through the same reactionary patterns over and over again. Sound familiar? I encourage you to pause and think about a cycle that you've been stuck in, whether within yourselves or someone else. Try writing it down or reflecting on it during this episode. So, why do we do this? Why do we keep getting stuck, trapped in the same patterns, having the same thoughts, repeating the same mistakes? Understanding the why is the first step towards breaking free. Here are the main reasons why we get stuck in these loops. 1. Fear of change. Sometimes it feels safer to argue or overthink than to actually make a decision. If we don't move forward, we don't risk failure, but we also don't grow. The Tweedles don't move forward because staying stuck is familiar, and sometimes familiar is more comfortable than the unknown. 2. Seeking a validation. When we argue, internally or externally, it's often because we want someone to validate us. We don't want to make the wrong choice, so we keep debating, hoping someone will confirm that we already know deep down. 3. Emotional reactivity. Have you ever responded to a situation purely out of emotion, only to realize later that your reaction wasn't helpful? When we let emotions take control without reflection, we get caught in the reactive cycles rather than actually resolving the issue. 4. Lack of resolution skills. Let's be honest, many of us were never taught how to truly resolve conflict, whether it's communication in relationships, self-awareness, or even emotional regulation. Breaking a cycle requires skills that aren't always second nature. The good news? These skills can be learned. These loops don't just waste our time. They drain our energy, keep us stuck, and prevent us from moving forward. But recognizing the cycle is the first step in breaking it. All right, now that we know why we get stuck, how do we break free from the Tweedle trap? Here are some steps that you can take right now to start shifting the pattern. 1. Pause and reflect. Before you react, ask yourself, is this worth my energy? What's the real issue here? Sometimes the thing we're arguing about isn't even the real problem. 2. Identify the pattern. Notice if this is something you've been stuck in before. Have you had the same internal debate? The same fight? Recognizing the cycle is the first step in breaking it. 3. Shift from blame to solutions. Instead of asking who's right, ask what needs to change. Moving from defensiveness to collaboration, whether within yourself or others, opens the door to actual resolution. 4. Embrace discomfort and change. Change is hard. Growth is uncomfortable. But staying stuck, it's exhausting. Be willing to step out of your comfort zone and make choices that move you forward, even when it feels scary. Think of a real-life situation where you can apply one of these steps. Drop it in the comments below. Here's the thing. The Tweedles never move forward because they don't realize they have a choice. They could stop arguing at any time, but they don't. And sometimes we do the same thing. We hold on to conflict, old habits, and self-doubt because it feels familiar. But you don't always have to feel that way. You do have the power to choose differently. Remember this. You're not Tweedledee. You're not Tweedledum. You are Alice. And you have the ability to step out of the cycle and choose your own path forward. So, the next time you find yourself trapped in an endless loop, remember, you can break free. You do have the power to change. The only question is, are you ready to take the first step? Thank you for joining me on this journey through Wonderland Unlocked. If this episode resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts. Until next time, don't let the Tweedles trap you. Choose your own adventure. Yay me! Yay you! And yay us!